Alright, we're back with Matt. Got a little unboxing. See what we got. Oh boy.
I didn't think the son of a bitch was going to be flipped upside down.
Alright, we got a Corvette C7 Stingray. It wasn't running correctly when it got here, so we didn't baseline it, and we were just waiting on the new motor to come in. So this is Matt getting the motor all unboxed and unpackaged.
Sick.
So this isn't just a standard stock LT motor that comes in a normal Corvette.
No.
This is made capable for high power.
High power.
And is that gray car? I thought you said it's getting a stage 5.
Certainly is.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Holy shit's right. I don't know, the problem is it'll run out of fuel at about 1,050.
And then it costs a lot more money to
Yeah.
power it. You gotta do what, custom fuel system?
You gotta do port injection, which is a substantial one.
So this will be more, this will be able to hold 1,000 comfortably, no issues.
Yeah, it'll make what we normally do.
And it'll be reliable and you don't have to worry about nothing.
Yep.
Sick. First for me again. So what do you got to do with the old engine versus this one? Why do you got to take stuff out of that and put in this?
Yeah, I pretty much already got everything off that I needed.
I got you.
I'm just gonna put the rear cover on this one while it's sitting on the forklift, and then I'll bolt the engine stand up to it.
Right off the forklift.
Yep.
Yep. Sick.
Nice brand new 6.2 engine block, straight from General Motors.
Alright, Matt got everything he needed swapped over from the old motor to the new one, and he got it dropped in the car, and he got the ATI balancer all on, and just getting everything seated now.
Alright, well tell me about it please. So, what is it actually? So it's got the short block.
It's a stage 5 with a 416 Browski racing engines. It's got an F1A-94 Procharger, our fuel system method injection.
Procharger.
Stage 5 ride or die.
He's got the Procharger BTR all installed. I think he's doing all the fuel system and meth wiring and stuff now. So maybe we'll get a look at that. I know he already put the tank in the back. I think he's just running wires right now.
Running wires.
Yeah.
Running wires. Got a pair of pliers. I could run about anything.
What's this?
Blow-off valve. Make you go choo choo.
Okay.
Let me get that. Ooh, ooh. Running ahead with my pros. I put the head.
Golly. Fuel pump. So he's in this one deep. And he brings the car back down. We'll show some stuff of the Procharger and BTR and all.
All right, Matt, how's this coming along?
Good. I'm getting pretty close.
Definitely done today.
Definitely done today. Pretty much what I have left is the gauge.
P3 gauge?
Getting a P3 with the Bellinger wideband box, which does pretty much require to take the entire dash apart, so it's time consuming, but I should be on it soon.
Cool. Everything went well as far as the build. I wasn't here a couple days last week, but
Yeah. Everything.
and what Procharger is this?
That's an F1A-94. It's a big one.
I was gonna say it's bigger than some of the other ones that I see on like the C6s.
Yes.
So anyway, he's finishing this up. He's been the last day or two. He was working a lot on the wiring for the fuel and the meth stuff. So it just was a lot of more time-consuming stuff as well. So
Yeah, I'm definitely ready to be done it.
Yep. So he'll get this done. We're excited to see what this will make.
Matt got this cut. All pieced back together, pretty much done, except for I have to throw the hood on, and then he's gonna go inside and do the P3, and I'm gonna do a time lapse of him ripping out the dash and all that stuff. So we'll show that. But it's looking good. Wiped everything down. Gonna take some photos for social media, and then I'll put some photos on screen of it here as well. So getting close. Start up of the CTR with the Procharged.
Uh, 2016 C7 came here for a full stage 5. This thing got like pretty much everything. I've already made some pulls on it on pump gas. We already had it on the dyno and it was making too much boost, so we had to change the pulley. Whatever. But I didn't record any of that. I just like to get them like pretty much dialed in now before you watch 15 half dyno pulls, etc. Anyway, this thing got our full stage 5, so Cook's 2-inch headers, our full heads cam package. It got Carrillo CP drop-in rods and pistons. It got a Procharged F1A-94, our meth kit, our low side fuel system, LT4 high side injectors and pump, motion rates for its catch can, BTR Trinity manifold, P3 gauge with an AFR 500, flex fuel, all that stuff. Like I said, I already made some pulls on it. On pump, I made a full rip on it. Today's Monday. On Friday, end of the day, it made 994, which is killer because it's only on 14 pounds. So usually when we do these things, they're on like 17, 18 pounds. This thing's making really good power for the boost that it's on. So 14.3 pounds, it made 994, 792. Now that it's, you know, not scorching hot, we're gonna make another pull or two on it, then we're gonna put some E in it and go from there. $1,010. Made a little bit more boost there because it was cold, like a pound, which is normal, but I don't know why it looks like, let me see, it might have been, I think I can make some more power on this thing on pump. I'll be right back. All right, made a couple changes. I don't know if it'll make more power or not. We're about to find out. Either way, that's killer on pump gas on 14 pounds. 2021. Okay, I'm good on that on pump. I'm gonna put some E in this thing now, and we'll be back. I don't know how much E it's gonna take. I don't know how much fuel system we're gonna have high side wise. But we should be able to get to 1,050, 1,060 plus. We'll see. All right, put some E in it. Just got it cycled around, so the car's nice and hot. It's at 33%, 34%. Let's see what we can do. Okay, for first pull being hot, we're good there. It made like just about the same power. But like I said, when I cycle these E around, I have to like do it under a lot of load and drive it around and make sure. So the car, everything gets just hot. I'm gonna make some changes. We'll be right back. All right, we decided to put a little more E in it just to, because it was fine there. It's at 40% now, so. I'm letting it cool down for a second because I just cycled it around. It was 212. It's still 207. I want to make a pull to make sure fueling and everything is good, and then I'll let it actually cool down. By the way, it was 207 degrees that whole pull. But in my eyes, he's going to be out kicking this thing's dick in on the highway in the middle of the summer. It might be 207 degrees. So I got to make sure it's still safe. All right, made a small change. This thing's still hot. It's 205 right now. .41, 830 torque on 14.4 pounds. That's killer on that boost. I'm gonna let this thing cool down to tomorrow because it's like 440. So tomorrow morning we'll get a cold rip on this thing. My guess is it'll make 1,070-ish. Guess we'll find out later. All right, next morning, just warmed her up. It is at 40% E, 40.8. I'd like to make 1,075. I don't know if we will, but I guess we're about to find out. .71. And I actually might be able to clean up very high. Got a little bit of knock up high. Let me see what I can do there. I'll be right back. All right, I don't know if this will pick up anything, obviously, because it's a little warmer now. I pulled a little fuel out mid-range and added some up high. And if you're wondering why I'm not looking at the wideband on the screen, I have a wideband in here that's with the AFR 500, which is linked into the HP tuners. So we have it behind the Corvette like head unit thing. So I'm looking at this one. And then it references into the HP tuners in the data log, so. Matt's over here checking his work. Can't break 900. I guess we could pick up. Click on that. We're at 1101. On 15.2 pounds. That's insane. Pretty sick on 15 pounds.
So you're getting them big blowers, boy.
Yeah. The dyno's about to bug out.
Yeah.
Just reset it.
That thing is fucking cooking.
Yeah, it doesn't really have any more than that. Injectors are maxed out there. It is. Air fuel's actually still perfect. 12.1, 11. It's like 12.0-ish.
I think it's the only second for me.
The what? The second one that made 1100?
Yeah.
The other one was that 6th gen Camaro we did for that guy from New York.
Fucking did like
1115 or
1130 maybe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. That was one of the first ones we've used a big cam on.
Yeah.
Does this have a big cam in it?
Yeah. Or no, this is
It's auto. It's first small. It is. First small cam one we've done that made 1100.
I don't know why it's making such good power.
I don't know.
It's got that BTR test manifold on it.
Oh, it does have a manifold on it. Okay, I forgot about that. Does have the BTR manifold on it. The other one we did had an MSD.
Probably.
The 6th gen car.
Yeah, 'cause it was a couple years.
Yeah, it was probably a year and a half or 2 years ago. Oh, sick. That's done. 1100 through an auto.
The stock throttle body.
Stock throttle body. Oh, because you can't do a 102 with the Procharger, right? The way that the Procharger bracket sits with this manifold and shit, you can't do a 102. Like, it hits the bracket or something. So, stock throttle body. But either way, that's rowdy. 15 pounds to make 1100. That's sick. This blower is just cruising at that, which is good because it's not going to get crazy hot. Being with the meth, the end of the pull, the AITs are, look, 50 degrees. They are actually cooler in the middle, 38, 37. That's at 5,500. And then obviously, once the blower starts to heat up, make some power and some boost, it heats back up a little bit. But you can see, like, in the beginning of the pull, it's like 62. And then, whatever, cools down to, like, obviously once the meth starts spraying, 37 degrees, and then heats back up. That's right where I let off, 6,900. Yeah, it's 49 degrees, 50 degrees, something like that. And then obviously it'll creep back up after the pull. But that's rowdy. We're gonna stick with that. I'm gonna let this thing chill for a second. I'm gonna do some trans pulls on it. Make sure this trans is nice and happy at 1100 wheel. It's got a stock tire on it, so that's the only thing I'm worried about on the dyno. I'm just gonna do a 4.5 shift. And we got a bunch of VHT and stuff down, which is how it even hooks to begin with now in 5th gear. But it might be okay with the Procharger because it's more linear. Like if this was a Magnuson making 1100, it would destroy the tires because it would make, you know, 1,000 foot-pounds of torque at 3,000. This won't. So this will ramp into it and get some wheel speed. So it might be okay, but we'll be back. I'm gonna try a 4.5 auto upshift, and I've never done an auto upshift on this like combination before. It's got a 241 rear gear with like a base C7. I do it a ton on C7 Z06s, so I have stuff that I know works. So I don't know if this is gonna upshift early or late. All right, I made 2 adjustments off camera just to see, and I got it to shift, but it was still high. I just lowered it, so we'll see what it does now. I still think the tire's spinning some on the dyno, which won't help it. Sipping it right at 6,900, which is like perfect. Sounded really good and clean too. Air fuel's perfect throughout the pole, 12.0. This thing is golden. I don't know where it came from. Maybe it's local. I don't think it is local, but he just drove it here, I believe. This thing is done, man. Full stage 5. This thing's gangster. I hope he has a wheel and tire for this thing. I'm gonna ask Bill if he does. If he doesn't, I'm gonna make it mandatory because you cannot drive this thing on a stock tire. That's it. This thing's gangster. Later.